Fred, I wish you were a little bit more buttoned up for this show.
And a little bit better looking.
I'm always good looking. What do you expect? Can't help it. Welcome. Where's the field? Why y'all in a motel room? Y'all disappoint me. I won't own the field coverage.
Right.
We got kicked out.
I
We
don't
tried
care.
last night. We tried to figure out how to get it done.
You go and find a way. Go and find a way there.
They had Wild Hogs on the field getting ready.
Go and find a way.
Indeed.
Well,
If you've never been to Fayetteville this time of year, though, it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
up in the
But
mountains.
it's such a long drive.
Yes, it is.
It is. We used to
Especially
have
going to Birmingham.
But dude, coming through the Ozarks,
the mountain, yes, Ozarks, yes. We used to have a place when I was running with Hornady, dedicated sheetrock. We'd go up there to Fayetteville and Springdale. I think it's Springdale. Our sponsor, Propel. But yeah, it was long. Welcome, Caleb, Brent.
There's nothing like Fayetteville this time of year. He clearly has never been anywhere else in the world.
dude. Hey, those Ozarks is right.
Yeah, I live about Mountain Home in that area. Well, I don't know. Mountain Home and Harrison, Arkansas, Flippin, Arkansas up through there. Yeah, that's some pretty country up through there. I've been up through there.
Alabama ain't got nothing like that.
Of course not. It's
We did run into Jason Bateman last night.
look at there. That's Ella Hatcher, brother.
Does survive from
And the phone rings.
There's like Kobe Bryant right there.
children right there. No joke.
The father of 5.
That's right. 5 kids. No joke.
Man.
Are you driving your new get up?
Oh no, I'm in my Saturn, bro.
Unacceptable.
Did you get a van?
Yeah, we're getting one from a couple at our church.
Dude, love the minivan. More than I would.
Kelsey's got a minivan already. I don't know why the news said we didn't have a car, but whatever.
Do you want?
They try to get you
Hey.
some money.
If I get one, you get. Are you buying one or?
Yeah, we're getting a Nissan NV, a 12 passenger van.
There you go.
Making room for God to work in their life a little more.
Yep.
That just means more room for children.
Yeah, we're going until we get another boy, buddy.
Hey, you thought having twins in 2 years was cool. Wait till you have quadruplets in 2
That's
years.
right.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
that's a big story, buddy.
That's
That's
right.
right. Hopefully you get some coin.
Be nice.
A whole,
I'm not
basketball,
asking for a handout, but I'll take it.
a whole basketball team there.
I'm asking for a handout, so if anybody on live wants to donate,
Talk to these sponsors there. Call Propel. That'll get you some donations here. All right.
Well,
Toby.
we need our viewers to subscribe for our weekly updates.
We
Like
need a
this, sir.
lot more viewers. We are very short on them. Very well on Fast
That'll be
Freddy's Fun House here.
Well, we got Brent live with us. Always good to have our number one viewer. We got Keller Martin Hess all the way from Pennsylvania.
Wow. Okay.
Welcome, Keller. You got a rugby match today, big dog? Keller's a professional rugby player in a semi-pro league.
Wow. Tough man.
You got quads like Saquon, bro.
Hey, Keller's built so well. Like these real NFL athletes.
Oh, he
Jesus.
does.
Like you have somebody that big running at you, man. It takes special people to play football like this, man. Special people. I played basketball against Keller and regretted it afterwards.
Back in my day,
Be a monster.
coach would put me in with one steak.
We do. They do have a game today. Fantastic.
What's the over under on their game?
Yeah, what's your over under? 3.5 Harrisburg.
2.
Too.
Not
Hey.
sure how rugby.
On another note, Caleb, I didn't get your A&M Ole Miss pick from
Looks
last
like a
week. What
real
did you
sport.
have?
I mean, it just looks like people just running.
Who'd you have?
into each other,
Ole
and
Miss and
they're just happy to be football.
A&M last week.
Do what now?
Who'd you have for A&M and Ole Miss last week? I didn't get that.
I had Ole Miss.
Okay.
Oh, of course you did.
Uncle Fred can't
Yeah.
read. He can't read.
Yeah, you did.
I had them Rebels, bro. I ain't picking Jimbo ever, bro. Jimbo garbage, bro.
I hope he continues.
Rumor on the street is after the season they're firing him and they're hiring Nick Saban.
Yeah, right.
Do y'all remember after every year that rumor started? Like every single year for like Saban's first 10 years.
They probably could pay him better.
Well, the Texas rumor was true. Texas tried to make that happen, but Saban was smart. Stayed in Alabama. It's tough.
Stay well.
For him to leave, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Yeah.
Well, how we do last week?
All right. Yeah, y'all getting a little off subject. I'm letting y'all talk. All right. Kyle was 6-2. I was 7-1. Me and Cody 7-1, and Caleb and Kyle was 6-2. 7-1. The games that me and Kate,
LSU.
Cody picked. Yeah,
Mizzou
no.
let me down with that
Cody
terrible
picked.
fourth quarter.
Who did you miss? What game did you miss, Cody?
None of them.
Arkansas, Florida.
I missed Arkansas.
Yeah, you missed.
I missed
We
that
all picked Florida, and Arkansas won. Yes, every one of it. Man, Arkansas really. That was
I
shocking.
took Arkansas.
Great move. Firing the offensive coordinator. You didn't take Arkansas. I had you wrote down for We all picked Florida, and nobody saw that come out. I don't think. Wow, the second. This we got a double.
Happy football day! I love you bunches.
It was you missed the one. It was actually you just went to the.
Get the producer to get people in line.
We got a special guest picker today. Nanny, your nanny, y'all's nanny. Guest picking today.
Well, they guess at the end of the show.
Do what?
Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying, Brent. I'm trying to get them in line, but they all, huh? You come over. You didn't get the instant one. That's the main one. You just got on the YouTube one.
I'm good.
Okay, you're fine.
I have no.
All right, let's.
You
Sorry. All right, we got a
Then you don't even know what YouTube is.
If you remember, I said if Arkansas scored 30 points, they would win that game.
If you remember, I said if Arkansas scored more points than Florida, they'd win that game.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Right there. That's, man.
That's every game.
You play to win the game.
Play to win the game.
Oh, we got
You
Darius
get
George.
paid. You're paid to fix the problem.
My gosh.
They did
I know it's busy at this house this morning. All right, we got to get okay. Any talk about last week's game? Oh man, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Arkansas, South Carolina, Georgia, Missouri game. Tough in there. That was we kind of talked about this the other day. Or something about it. Man.
Earn that game, but Missouri had the momentum at
Yes.
the 50-yard, 24-21.
That just interception. The interception really was horrible.
It's good to see a lot of your support.
Well, I wasn't going to say she was your wife.
Hey, look at
Well,
that.
Well, we're not going to hear the
You
hotel.
didn't tell people last night.
Welcome, Miss Laura Ray. All right.
Two bad interceptions.
Yes. I mean, I don't know, man.
Game right there.
Welcome everybody on Facebook. We got Tony German and JJ Gilbert joining us this morning. Welcome. All right.
Oh, okay, Jay.
You got
We just get Tony to come in here and play the for us.
Yeah, I know. He got some comments with us too. We get him in here. Yeah.
That's right. We'll get Tony to play the theme song.
Oh yeah, there we go. He needs to write me. Yeah, he needs to write me a theme song. Well, write us a theme song for this, don't he? Yeah. Let him play it.
We're not paying, but if you write it for us, we'll use
Brother Tony, go prophesy, friend.
Yeah. Maybe one day we get to be. Maybe one day we get big enough. We might can afford to.
And Pro
Pay
Bell
some
actually
people.
started playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, new era. Here we go. New era to 39 hats. I guess.
I think the only game we're talking about from last week is probably LSU.
Oh man.
I felt like the game really changed in that third quarter. I thought if Alabama held LSU under 34 points and said win the game. And man, Jalen Milroe, fantastic. You like that?
You mean
Look,
if the team's less points than the other team that lose?
I said LSU 34.
I mean, look,
me and Uncle Fred,
8 points a game.
me and Uncle Fred went to the Bama Mississippi State game. We saw it live. Uncle Fred kept griping about Milroe passing, and I said, he ain't got to pass, Uncle Fred. Look at that LSU game. 4 rushing touchdowns. My God, bro.
I get it. Hey, I get it.
He ain't gotta throw.
You saw my Facebook thing. I'll be the first one to apologize to Jalen Milroe. Yes, he was, like everybody's saying, a one look guy. I wish he would have clicked out. He had the ball so long. But hey, today I give it a full apology because that LSU game, he showed up. Thank you, Jalen Milroe, for showing your true potential.
It's not hard to run when you're a running quarterback and they're playing 2 high safeties nonstop.
Well,
That's
hey,
right.
it doesn't
I mean,
matter.
I don't
He done
understand.
the job.
That should have been fired that night. I mean, just asking Jalen Milroe to run. I mean,
Well, Tommy Reese hasn't let him run.
Yes,
You know,
he's had.
A lot of
Yeah, I mean, he kept. You could tell it too. We're talking about that. Kept the plays back. I mean, he opened the playbook up. He instigated some great quarterback runs on him. Yeah, I believe that game, the LSU game, they opened. They held him back a while. And they opened him up against the LSU game, and well, you see, yeah, I'm with Kyle on that. I think they held him back.
Well, they knew they were going to have to score against LSU. I mean,
Yes.
they weren't going to.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
couldn't.
that-
They had to go toe to toe with them. I mean,
defense.
that offense, my goodness,
Go back.
LSU. Like I said earlier, if they had any defense, LSU would be dangerous this year. I mean, just a little bit of a defense. I know, I get it. I understand they had 4 or 5 players out during the Alabama game and stuff. I mean, if they, it could have been a different game if they'd have had, their starters back. But
Next man up. Next man up, buddy.
Kentucky,
Well, the truth is, it was a really good game.
yes,
And
I know.
then it just got a little. Hey, here's the thing: you guys watching the same game I was. They could have called Alabama and LSU every single play in the first half. They let them play, and I was telling Uncle Fred this week. In the third quarter, they decided not to let them play as much. They start throwing flags, and it took away a 25-yard run by Jalen Daniels, backed them up, and then LSU dropped a pass.
Oh, he had a couple. He had a couple drops.
Yeah, that was a lot of receivers
LSU
dropping that game. Yeah.
After that holding call, after 25-yard run, it was second 27 or second 17. He hit the tight end wide open in the middle of the field, 15-yard gain, and dropped.
Drops. Yep.
From point forward, Alabama had full momentum in that game. Yep. It was on, and then
He dropped it because his end was too tight.
absolutely. But it just amazed. It amazed me. I was texting some guys.
Caleb Hatcher.
I was texting some guys in the game, and the penalty or when Dallas Turner hit Jaden Daniels, I never thought that was a personal foul, like he should have been thrown out the game or nothing. I thought they should have called holding on the left tackle for LSU too, because he was eating him alive. And I was like, that was a more egregious holding call than any of the ones they actually called in the game. But hey, what do you do? SEC refs going to SEC ref,
When they showed the replay for that, Dallas Turner actually rolled to the side before he didn't even land on him with all his weight.
They've compared that.
He did catch him right under the chin with the top of his helmet.
Goes over throwing his flag. Well, yeah, they called the flag. I mean, they called it.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, hey, I get it.
it wasn't a dirty hit to me.
It wasn't egregious. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was just playing football. I understand safety of the kids. I hope they say he's okay to go today, but I mean, you're telling a linebacker that he's got when he sees a guy fixing to throw the ball and he's fixing to, in his mindset, oh, I'm fixing to get a sack. You're telling him that when he sees the ball, he's just got to stop right there. You can't stop that momentum. He's still going in to hit. I mean, he's got that momentum going, right? I mean, so
Yeah.
then
10 years ago, that's nothing.
exactly.
No,
Look at they
no
compared
flag.
it to the same hit that Cornelius Bennett hit or the Derek Thomas on the Notre Dame quarterback. Remember that? I mean, there's a Daniel Moore picture and everything. I mean, come look at that hit and then look at that. Look at that one. I mean,
Yep.
Same form, same everything, right? Now back then I get it wasn't, but the guy still had the ball, Notre Dame guy. I know the ball was released, but I'm talking about the hit, and you want to call it, yeah. Go ahead.
I said, could they throw a forward pass back then? That was uncalled. That's trying your age.
Whatever.
I'm sorry. That's a bad joke. Bad joke.
Yeah, that was, I ain't that old now. Come on.
Hey, has Lincoln Riley want you to implement the 4-4 yet out at USC? Fix that
Hey,
defense?
when he does, I'm on my way. A 4-4 is the greatest offense ever. I don't care what you say. It still works. Still works.
Yeah,
You mean defense, sir?
yeah.
What I say?
4-4 is
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the greatest defense ever. You know what I meant. Yeah. But hey, still the greatest. Still works on PlayStation, PS4, baby. College.
Hey.
That's over.
NCAA.
PS3. I'm sorry. That was the beginning of all PS3s. Yeah. Two.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to play you. Can't wait to play you when you run the 4-4.
Let's go. When it comes out next year, it's coming out. I'm still calling the 4-4. We'll get
I
it
don't
on.
even know if we'll be in the
I'll figure a way to get it. I'll put my own off defense in there. We'll find a 4-4 in there. Do what? You cut out on that.
You're going to start putting your middle linebacker at free safety.
Yeah,
middle
there you go.
linebacker.
I'll put him back there. I'll find the fastest one, biggest one. Put him back there.
700 pounds.
Uncle Fred's and his recruiting point study lots each week. He's only recruiting linebackers.
That's
on
it.
defense.
That's all. Linebackers. I don't care. I don't want them.
Uncle Fred would have put Rolando McClain at free
There
safety.
you go. Listen
That's
to that.
Big college out of safety. That much with the feet.
Oh, me.
All right.
All right, we get back to the first game, 11 o'clock today, Alabama, Kentucky. All right, Kentucky. Boy, he just called out. You're serious?
I'm kidding. No, I'm not serious. Welcome, Mr. Taylor. Thanks for joining. Mr. Taylor, 2015. Nice to see you.
It's the year is born.
Yep, the year is born. That's right. Yeah. No, I like Alabama. I think Alabama could be sloppy today, coming off that game. They usually are after LSU.
Oh yeah, that's what we talked about. Yeah.
You usually play Mississippi State after LSU, or what? That's my perception. You know, what I always think of is you guys play Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Afterwards. Usually a little sloppy, but that's to be expected after that game. But Kentucky couldn't handle Georgia. They ain't gonna handle Alabama today.
No, I agree with Cal. I think after that last game, Alabama starts off slow. It's close in the first half, and then Alabama pulls away and wins by 10.
Yeah, we talked about this. I was worried about this game earlier because coming off of that LSU game, of course, it was, how physical, Alabama plays LSU every time. But going back and looking at Georgia losing or Missouri losing to Kentucky losing to Missouri and Kentucky losing to Georgia, yeah, I'm with you. I don't think there's no worry, but I'm going to go with that. Of course, I'm going with Alabama.
Yeah.
Do what?
I just don't think. I think Kentucky will move the ball.
Oh, yeah.
today.
They got to get lost.
Milroe. They ain't gonna stop Milroe.
Yeah, in the end, Alabama wears them down. Yeah, I think Kentucky gets up, maybe gets the lead first, but Alabama, I believe they come strong at the end. Third, fourth quarter, they wear them down and pull off. Yeah. Caleb?
Kroger, but at night it's just or during the day, whenever they're playing, it's just the most intimidating environment. Alabama just ain't gonna be able to handle Kentucky's environment. Everybody's sitting there.
Hey.
Bring my bourbon.
Well,
Kentucky.
last year, Florida went in there early 11 o'clock game. Kentucky beat Florida last year.
It depends on what helmets they're wearing. If they're wearing that chrome and that sun's hitting the top of that chrome, it's hard to see out there.
It's cloudy. Clouds coming through. They'll be out.
I like Alabama. Yeah, give me Alabama.
Caleb, I'm sure. I know Caleb's taking Alabama. I know he ain't going again.
Alabama team coming into Jordan Hare at the end of the year. That's what I want. Bring them on, son. Bring them on.
You starting to sound like Miss Terry.
every Alabama fan, including Nick Saban, scared of that game. I don't care
Yeah.
about anybody.
Whatever.
I don't care how bad we are. We're going to be ready.
I've always said this though: the Iron Bowl being. Are you okay?
Yeah, we're going to make some bacon. Go ahead.
I always said the Iron Bowl being at the last of the season, right? I mean, Auburn gets better in the season. That game's always tough at the end of the year.
About that game.
Oh, boy. He don't know. He thinks Fayetteville's the prettiest thing in the world. this time.
Yeah, he's still reminiscing about the mountains of Fayetteville. I don't even know what part of the
y'all are
Iron Bowl.
98. We had Clint Turner. We were 1 win away, and he fumbled.
98. Yep, he fumbled the ball.
What were you, 4 years old?
Reggie Fish in 06
Reggie Fish dropping the balls.
against Florida.
How you remember that? You were about 4 years old in '98. What are you talking about?
I was 11 years old.
Well, he couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Lance Turner tripped over the whole foot. And that was Fish dropping balls in 06. Cost us the SEC championship.
Last good year in Arkansas.
That's true.
But we're number 5 in the country. We go play LSU at Baton Rouge and get murdered under
Yes.
Bobby Petrino. That's his last good football memory, y'all. That's it. Last time they won double-digit games. We have counseling.
Yes.
It's been a hard
Hey,
it's been a hard life for you, Cody. I understand. You know,
it is.
sorry.
It's
Oh.
that inferior shade of red.
He had high hopes, the great Sam Pittman comes in and it's disappointment after disappointment. I understand. I mean, sorry, man. But your mountains are good, right? Your view's good, huh? Right?
The view is excellent. Not right now, but it's good.
All right. Vanderbilt, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Hey, I'm going out on a limb today. South Carolina's let me down all year long. I'm taking Vanderbilt.
Your limb is broken.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
I watched Vanderbilt yesterday. It's pretty bad. Or
Anchor,
last week.
I think that Uncle Fred just likes being wrong. Give me South Carolina.
anchor
He-
down. Cody, South
he just-
Carolina.
Want to go?
I'm tired of picking the same, y'all. I want something different. No, I'm serious. I think Vanderbilt might pull this one off. I'm actually going with them. All right, Cody, you took Kyle took South Carolina. They've let
Is
me
it
down.
at Vandy or at South Carolina?
South Carolina.
It don't
It's
matter,
in
man. That's the same amount of
Columbia,
fan.
South Carolina.
I mean, let's just be honest.
I'll roll with South Carolina too.
Oh,
Rap.
nothing much said about this. Well, at least I want to look at that horrible big.
Hey, this time last year, South Carolina started picking it up.
Hey, they did. That's right. Good point. See, well, they want this game. Vanderbilt by 20. No, at least you won't have to look at that. Look at that horrible TV on Two Cranes or whatever. That being in South Carolina. Anyways, all right, this is a good one. 2:30 game. Oh, go ahead.
If the back don't throw the pick last week, they at least goes to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
He threw that pick 6, and they end up winning by 10. Jacksonville State could have won that game last week. Yep. And they couldn't get it done. I mean, and they were just throwing stuff up, and their receivers were just catching all over. Now Vanderbilt, number 14, Will Shepard, he can catch, man. He's good. He's a really good receiver. But I think South Carolina wins.
I probably will, but I just wanted to
Yeah, they probably will.
throw a wrench in there. But I'm taking Vanderbilt anyway. All right. Tennessee, the 2:30 game. Tennessee, Missouri.
I like
Wait.
Missouri in that game. I don't believe in Joe Milton. You guys know that. I don't care how good he played against Kentucky 2 weeks ago. I just don't believe in him. And I think Missouri will get after him, and they'll win. I don't think Tennessee will stop them.
This is a toss-up game to me. I think this game can go either way, but I'm taking Missouri at home. That's really my only. I'm taking them at home.
They
I'm
load
rolling
down.
with Tennessee, man. I think Missouri lost a tough one.
Ooh.
and I think Tennessee's looking forward to it. I'm gonna take that throw up orange color.
That pumpkin orange. And I ain't even a pumpkin person. They low
That
down.
orange. Get right with you.
They low down. They dirty, and they some snitches. Give me Missouri.
But ESPN has Tennessee as a 61% favorite.
Per the FBI.
Who? Tennessee?
Yeah.
Well, we know how them FPIs turn out. I don't know where
Yeah.
they get their percentages from, but I don't put faith in them. All right, any
Tennessee's line is pretty good. That's
Yes.
the only thing that gives me, if you can force Brady Cook to do what he did last week, make some mistakes. I mean, he's played pretty much flawless.
yeah, till them 200 man. I don't know what I'm gonna go back talking about that, but all right. Yeah,
What killed me when he threw them? They were moving the ball.
yes.
Yeah.
One of them was what in the
They were right there.
red zone, wasn't it, or something? They was close to that, but yeah, they were there, close to scoring at one time. Yeah, and
He
then,
threw two of them.
man.
That second one, I don't even know where he was trying to cut.
They were bad.
Yeah, that second one was terrible.
Yeah, but I think it was just getting late in the game, and it was just trying to
Yep.
make a play happen, and then something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it is what it is, right?
That second one, if that defensive lineman don't get it, the running back, if he'd have threw it in front of the running back instead of behind him, that guy would have picked it. That was 8 up. I don't know what he was doing.
You're right.
I'm taking Missouri today.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with the Missouri. They going Tennessee. I don't think they got the defense to handle Missouri's
Well,
offense.
chalk that up with 3 losses for y'all for next week's show.
All right, the one we got the 2.
You okay?
We got we got 2 reporters. We're trying to go 2 on the field on this game. They're at the action. 2 of them at the action on this field. Auburn and Arkansas, 3:00 game on field, watching the game. This is
50
the
yard line, row 45.
wow. the Hatcher Rainbow here.
Yeah.
Well,
8 years going.
that's right. The first thing, and I believe Cody will back this up. Arkansas's in-game atmosphere for this game is horrible.
Yeah.
We sit in the scholarship section, so all the older people are with us, ask us to sit down every time. Yeah, I kid you not. It's first quarter. They just kick it off. Hey, you sit down. You sit down.
Yeah.
You saw it, yeah. Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. I believe it was the only, now that I think about it, it was the only night game where I about got in a fight with the Arkansas fan because, man, we was asked to sit down and we broke off a huge run. It was like a 70-yard touchdown. Everybody stands up and I'm just mad. I'm still boiling at this point. And I turned around and I said, oh no. I said, don't stand up on this. I said, oh man, that guy would have killed me too. I mean, that mug was big. I had it. That was hot.
Oh,
But
man.
it is a great tradition to be a part of.
Yes.
It's nice to do this.
I've not come out on very good on the end of it.
I wish we could afford
You will today, buddy. You will today.
I wish we could afford the Auburn, Alabama tickets so we could do that on our side, but
Oh
unfortunately,
yeah, unfortunately, you cannot. You have to
I mean,
have
you
a
can. you probably gonna
second
blow this out.
loan to get those or something, especially.
Hey, you can find them on Craigslist.
Craigslist, yeah. Will they be legit? All right, Auburn and Arkansas up in the foothills of the Ozark Mountains. It's Cody Ray, Arkansas native.
I'll let
How
the
great!
wait. I'll let the wait.
All right,
go, but
let the visiting.
I think we got some momentum going if our receivers just catch the ball. We had 7 drops last week. In the Vanderbilt game, we won by 16, but it could have easily been 28-35. Now, Arkansas is not Vanderbilt, but our offense is clicking. We finally got some momentum with And so I think we're going to win today. Guys, Hugh Freeze brought Liberty in here with a 4-string quarterback and beat them last year.
Ooh.
Hugh
Ooh.
Freeze, if Auburn wants to turn the corner, we want to flip the page. We want to, set the baseline of what's to be expected. You got to win games like this. Arkansas is down. They're 3-6. I don't care if they had a coordinator change or not. Like, you got to win this game. You got to win this game. You got to start teeing up your program to win games like this, in their sleep. And I think we'll win today. I think we'll be extremely motivated, and I think Peyton Thorne will play really well. I think it'll be a high-scoring game, though. I think Rocket Sanders being back for Arkansas, looking like himself last week. It's going to be a fun game today. But I like Auburn.
Now the real men are going to talk. I think Arkansas coming in playing with also confidence. I think they changed that coordinator, put KJ confidence. He played a whole lot better. They moved the pocket last week. We were coming into SEC averaging like 270 yards a game. We eclipsed 470 against Florida. That was before we went into overtime. We got the ground game going. We almost had 200 yards rushing. KJ almost had 100 yards rushing. Rocket Sanders looked good. Worries me about our receivers. With our number one receiver going down last week, I don't know who's going to step up and play, because that was our deep threat. That was our we led our team in every statistic. But I just believe Arkansas going to win this game. It's another game that they have to win. And if we contain Hunter and make Peyton Thorne beat us, I think we'll come out right. And if you take 2 runs last week against Hunter had against Vanderbilt away, they compiled 126 yards. He only had 50 yards on 17 carries. And I think we can contain. Give me the Hogs.
Woo Pig Stewie.
I agree, man. I think Arkansas is coming off a huge win. I think they're feeling good about themselves. I think it's going to be another high-scoring game. I think Auburn might rush for a whole bunch today. I don't think they'll pass for a whole bunch, but I think Arkansas ends up edging out in the end.
I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going great, but here's the key kicker on this game. Okay,
Kicker's the key.
Oh, we have a better kicker.
I didn't say the kicker was good. Here's the kicker. Of course, we know the offense. Danny knows they fired him, come in, put the new offensive coordinator in. Boom! Look what happened, to Arkansas. But the key is going to be the defense. I believe that today and today only, they instigate. They put in the 4-4, and Arkansas comes loose. They put the 4 in the box, and they contain Auburn's quarterback, and they win this one by defense, 14-7. Woo Pig Suey, 4-4 today, baby, 4-4.
4-4, I'm gonna be so mad.
That's Arkansas all day.
Peyton Thorne is going to be trying to run for his life. The 4-4 comes into effect, comes back. Bring it on. All right. Anyway.
I think it'll be a 24-20 game.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. I think Arkansas, like Caleb said, I mean, they're coming off of a great, I don't know, great, but I mean, a win from Florida, beat Florida. I mean, come on, good win. So I think, they're going to be fired up at home too. I mean, Arkansas. Pulls this one.
At the Swamp.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yep.
There you go.
Fired up. They're fired up at Fayetteville so much the tickets have dropped $40.
They dropped. They went up after the Florida game, and then they came back down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I will say this.
They bring them down. Everybody sit down.
If this is probably, since the first year we started doing this is probably only the second time where it felt like we really don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because last year, y'all know Brian Harsin, this was his last game. You just knew Arkansas was going to come in and just beat the crap out of us. And they did. It was 41-13 in the fourth quarter. They ended up winning 41-27. But pretty much every other year before that, it was against Chad Morris or Bielema and Gus owned them.
Yeah.
So this game today is there's an anticipation and excitement, not knowing what's going to happen. So I'm excited about today. But we're going to make some bacon. I'll have my trusty old pen with me. We'll make some.
Y'all got some cigars?
Only one of us will be smoking.
The trash talk. Man, I bet you it's been a tough ride, wasn't it? All the way down trash talking each other.
It goes in one ear and out the other.
Oh, I got you.
Early.
All right. I know it's a 6 o'clock game. I won't save this game for last. Let's skip over Ole Miss and Georgia 6 o'clock. Let's go on Florida LSU. I'm gonna skip that. We'll save that one for last. The Ole Miss and Georgia game. I'll save it for last. But let's go on to the Florida LSU game.
I'll go on you. You got the two highest missed tackle rate in the SEC defenses playing today.
Florida. Yeah.
Florida's the worst. Florida has the worst
Horrible.
linebacker, which is crazy. Yeah, crazy to think
Horrible.
about, man. But Dane Daniels is playing. He's going to play. They're going to score 60 today. I seriously think LSU will score 60 points today. They dropped. The Neighbors had drops in that second half. If LSU, they're going to score today. I like them big. Yeah. And Florida will probably still score 40 points, but I still like LSU to roll.
Yeah. LSU's going.
If LSU have been saying it all year, if LSU had any type of defense, if they had a top 5 defense in the SEC, they'd be the best team in the country.
Yes, exactly. You're right.
But they don't. Their defense is terrible. But I think LSU rolls. I think Florida's just that bad.
I'm with you on that. I still think LSU's defense is horrible, but Florida's whole team is horrible. I mean, I just don't think they got. I think LSU could stop them. I know they're going to score, but I mean, you cannot put up the points that LSU's got. I mean, offense has got. I mean, LSU is just dominant, so they're going. I mean, yeah, it's going to be I'm going with LSU. It's just going to be a blowout. Yeah. Anyway,
Mertz has played really well for Florida. It's kind of surprising. He's actually been pretty good quarterback outside of Utah. I mean, he's been really good, but it's just one of those games where it just feels like gonna roll. You know.
Yeah. LSU coming off of
Best route running receiver.
yeah.
And
I mean, coming off of emotional loss, they're going to bounce back. They're going to somebody's going to get punished today. Yeah, it's going to be Florida.
Florida. Here's the other thing too. Florida. If Napier's got they got LSU. They got to end the season with Florida State, and who they got after next week? That's basketball. But next week, I'm pretty sure it's an SEC game next week that they could easily lose. Florida, if they end this year 5-7, next year they got to play 11 Power 5 teams. They play Miami, Florida State, and Central Florida next year.
They're not going to end 5-7 because they're going to get Florida State, buddy.
They're going to get Florida State. Yeah.
Another one-loss team in the mix. Let's go.
dude, they on 3 ranked teams.
Hey,
At LSU, at Missouri next week.
upset alert going off
Florida
the
State.
subject. Yeah, upset alert this week. Watch Miami against Florida State this week.
They literally, if they lose this game, I think they'll lose the next 3 games. They could end the year on a 5-game losing streak, and that's very possible. That's tough.
That's why I say, look at Auburn's schedule was loaded. Like we had those 4 big games in the middle, and you think, okay, well, maybe we can't. Even though we were probably talent deficient in all 4 of those games, like, man, maybe he don't got it together. Well, the easiest 3-game stretch for us, 4-game stretch for us, is we're in it. You know, we have Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Arkansas, and New Mexico State. Well, would you rather be 5-1, 6-1, start the year, and then you hit your rough patch, and then you just cave like somebody like Florida's doing, or would you rather have those games broken up a little bit better, or you have your rough patch in the middle and you end with positive momentum going into the next year for recruiting and transfer portal and all that? So you think about somebody like Florida. Florida won some games you didn't really think they would win. They beat South Carolina. Let's see, and they were horrible against Kentucky, but they beat Tennessee. They beat them early, and they got a little bit of momentum, and they rode that recruiting. Well, now that momentum's gone away, and if they finish the season 0-3, you're talking about their class getting blown up. But that happens, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a remarkable how great Saban has been, because this stuff don't matter under him, and how do coaches get over that hump, and establish a baseline, like, we're going to beat these teams no matter what. I don't care how down we are. I don't care what's going on in our program, where if we're building it or we're 5 years in, we don't accept losses like this. It just ain't gonna work. And that's what I'm hoping we get out of Freeze. It's like this is our baseline. This is what we're gonna do. But Florida, man, Napier, he could find himself in a world of trouble. Yep. Ending this year, going into next year, he could be in a world of trouble based off his schedule. But anyways, that's where I was going with that. I think Napier, he's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, I think he's going to. I'd say, man, if he drops the next 3 games, ending on a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to
5 games
to not think. Yeah, that it's going to be tough to not think that he can survive from that. Yep.
Well, there was so much momentum going after they beat Tennessee, because they smashed Tennessee. I know the record only shows 29-16, but they controlled that game. And but then, like Kyle said, it just went downhill.
All right. Yep, spiraling out. All right, 6:30 game, Mississippi State A&M.
If Will Rogers was back for A&M or for Mississippi State, I'd still take A&M. Give me A&M.
Oh my goodness.
That Mississippi State offense, guys. I mean, Zach Arnett made a mistake.
Yeah,
trying to flip that offense. I mean, they are not going to get dudes to run that type of offense in the SEC. They're just not. I mean, Arnett may lose his job over it. His buyout at the end of the year is only $4.5 million.
That's literally what I was about to ask y'all. I'm at A&M this week, but that's what I was going to ask y'all. Do y'all think Arnett gets fired after this year? And I think there's a good possibility. I think they rushed to hire, which they had to.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, I believe. I mean, you've seen the circumstances. Yeah, they had to do something. Yeah.
Now, it looked like Arnett might have just been like a past job, for this year, try to get it over.
Yeah, calm the mind. Ease. Yeah. I mean. With the situation happen, just to ease the thing, to just put him in to get through this year. Yeah, I agree with you on that, because the way that everything happened,
I hope Jimbo stays there for the rest of my life. Yeah.
Oh, this just in. Jimbo to Mississippi State. No.
That's not Jimbo. Bad coach.
Bobby Petrino has announced the head coach of A&M. Jimbo Fisher to Mississippi State.
I guarantee you, if Petrino was the head coach,
hey,
have a better record. I guarantee it. I guarantee.
I know I said I can't pick Jimbo, but we were there, and Mississippi State was trash.
Yeah, I mean they were. Cody, A&M, and Caleb. Yeah, I'm going with A&M too. I mean,
A&M probably has the best defensive line in the SEC. I think we would all agree with that. Georgia and Alabama pretty close, but A&M's defensive line will get after you, and they're going to destroy Mississippi State.
Yeah. Well said. Of course, no cowbells today. With a 12th man will get involved. All right, Ole Miss and Georgia, 6:00 game. Game of the week, month, whatever you want.
Well, I think
2 former coordinators on the same team going head to head.
I think as bad as Ole Miss was against Alabama, Alabama's defense was lights out against Ole Miss. I just can't see Kiffin and that offensive staff not being better. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I feel like that game, Kiffin was really reserved. I don't feel like he tried anything crazy.
They thought Milroe would make mistakes, and he did.
Yeah.
They didn't capitalize on it.
Yeah.
And it's a different game. Dude, Carson Beck is good, man. I'm telling you, he'll hang in that pocket, and he'll let it rip. But I just think Ole Miss is going to play really well today. I think they will. I just like Georgia. It's at home. It's so hard to pick against Georgia. It just is, man.
Yeah, I'm with Kyle. I still say Ole Miss should beat that Alabama team. Of course they didn't, but I think that game right there on Alabama, that was Lane Kiffin's game to lose, and he lost it. But I think Georgia wins. I do think Ole Miss covers the 10.5-point spread, and it is a touchdown game. So
Let me tell you something. Right now.
here we go.
There's going to be another one-loss team in the mix. Go Rebels. Lane Kiffin going to get it done, son. He's going to get it done today.
This is Caleb's picks.
Listen. Ole Miss is better than Missouri. Ole Miss is better than Auburn. Auburn kept it at Auburn could have won that game. And I get it was at Jordan Hare, and I get it was earlier in the year.
That's a 14-point swing being at Jordan Hare.
Let me tell you something. Ole Miss gets it done today. Lane Kiffin's firing all the shots today. He's not going to play reserve like he did against Alabama earlier this year because that came back to bite him in the butt. He's gonna go all out today. I got a good feeling about the Rebels today.
The analytics say
It's Caleb.
the analytics say that Lane Kiffin will prevail today. I'm with him.
Are they wearing the powder blue? 'Cause that matters.
Doesn't matter.
Take it on me too, Uncle Fred.
Fins up. I'm taking Ole Miss. Yes.
Lance Marcus.
But you talking about the greatest offensive coordinator going against the greatest defensive coordinator on some of the greatest teams ever. Offense prevails today. Lane Kiffin
They're definitely picking with emotion.
is Lane Kiffin is a genius.
They're
Kirby
picking
Smart
with
is
emotion.
almost a genius. Lane Kiffin prevails over his former.
Yes. There's a recording of him berating a mental health player in the office.
You dang skip.
Who?
Dang skip.
Who?
I'm telling y'all, he may get canned at the end of the year.
Who?
It's rough.
That audio, if you haven't listened to that,
Who did that?
I listened to it. I didn't see nothing wrong with it.
Wait a minute. Who done this?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you Alabama boys something. Even if Ole Miss wins today and Georgia's the one-loss team, they're still going to beat Bama at the SEC championship.
Hey.
Are you letting-
Whoa.
Are you letting that altitude up there and them hills get to your head?
this is a new Cody. He came from somewhere.
Yeah.
We got Brandon. The Alabama segment starts at Brandon show, of course. He's a ticket holder in Tuscaloosa.
Brandon,
Here's Alabama been mentioned in
Okay.
Georgia and Ole Miss game.
Yeah.
And he shows up out of nowhere.
You're delusional, Cody. I'm just telling you right now. I'm just calling it delusional. I mean, where did you? Anyways, all right. So yes, I am. I'm with. I mean,
I think Ole Miss will play good.
they'll play. It'll be a good
I
game.
think
But
that's
I'm
good.
just.
I don't
There's.
think they'll win.
Yeah, I'm going with them, but who knows? I don't know. They said.
I think Ole Miss had a pass rusher. Like an elite pass rusher. I'd probably take Ole Miss today.
They Brock Bowers supposed to be back today, or
The biggest reason why I did take Ole Miss is Pete Golden is DC. I mean, I'm serious.
oh yeah, my
Carson
bad. I'm
Beck.
changing my pick. I forgot about that.
Uncle Fred got to
Scratch.
change the pick.
Yeah, I'm changing. Forgot about Pete Golding.
I'm serious. I don't trust that kid at all.
Good point. I'm still going with him, but I forgot he was a defense. Of course, see how quickly things change. Forgot. You know, when you get the great Kevin Steele at Alabama, you forget about the past, right? Good. All right. Out of the SEC before we close this thing out.
Give me Oregon.
It don't matter who Oregon's playing. You just got them for the rest of the year, don't you?
I believe in Oregon. If Dan Lanning doesn't make stupid decisions against Washington, they're undefeated and they're probably number one in the country.
You wake up every night, don't you, and just in a dream and think, why'd you leave, Bo Nix? Why'd you leave? And it just tears run down your eyes, don't they? You miss Bo Nix, don't you? You miss him.
I do, and I always loved Bo Nix. I don't care what any Auburn fan said. He two horrible coaches, didn't know what they were doing on offense, and I miss him, man. If we had Bo Nix this year with Hugh Freeze, shoot,
you'd be 3-.
We'd probably be 6-3.
I agree with that. I think Oregon is the best team in the Pac-12, which that means I think they're the second best team in the country.
Hey, I told you it was delusional a while ago, Caleb. It's all right. Go ahead.
It's my coach. They're in the college playoffs right now. They're talking. They're the best one-loss team in the country. That's
Oh, man.
I don't know,
It
man.
may be Oregon. That game's going to be like a 60-55 game.
I don't even know who they're playing. I ain't even looked at that. Who is it?
USC.
Oh, give me USC.
Listen, y'all tell me a better one-loss team than Oregon. And don't.
I agree with you. Oh, yeah, they are very good. On a serious note, yes. I mean, yeah, they.
It's hard to tell with Oregon though, because they literally, the only team they beat with a plus 500 record is Utah.
They beat the bull crap out of them.
Yeah, they'll win.
Everybody else they played that they beat is minus. They've got more losses than wins. So it's
When Alabama, they just destroy everybody. When they play.
well, I mean, I get that. I get that they're winning big.
That game, if Lanny doesn't make them coaching decisions, they win by 2 touchdowns against Washington.
But he did though.
But he did. Yes, he did. And it might cost him a playoff spot.
I tell you what's going to cost him a playoff spot. That homeboy from USC is going to put F Oregon on his fingernails, and they're going to win the game.
I'll say that's what they're going to end the year with: beating USC, beating Oregon State, and who else?
Beavers.
Arizona maybe next week.
Yeah, they're going to end the year.
I like Oregon. I really want to take Penn State today, but I don't trust.
Well, yeah, and that's a tough situation because right now, you know, and that's why I'm going to get to that. And no sign stealing, by the way, while y'all up there in the stadium now. You don't be stealing each other's signs. Anyways, but yeah, they just suspended Michigan's Jim Harbaugh for the next 3 games. I mean, they were supposed to, he put in a restraining order, which I don't understand, to try to get a court date right before the game here, and they're talking about it right now. But I mean, yeah,
I don't think it matters. No.
You still
Penn
think,
State
yeah.
open up the offense. They will not turn Alvar loose, which makes no sense. Mike Yurcich was at Ohio State, was at Oklahoma State, had wide open offenses and threw the ball down. They don't have good receivers. When teams don't open it up and let it rip down the field, they don't trust the receivers. That's all, or they don't trust the protection. It's one of those two things every time. When they got good enough athlete, you know, if the quarterback's soft, you know, obviously if you don't have a good quarterback, you ain't gonna throw it pretty much anywhere. But I just don't believe in Franklin has the worst record against top 10 teams out of any Power 5 coach. That's and when his team's ranked.
He's a choker, man.
He's like 2-12, 2-13.
Yeah, he's terrible. I can't. It's hard to pick Penn State for any big game because they never capitalize.
Yeah,
they never get it done,
and they're good enough to this year. That's the problem. They've got elite running backs. They've got a better They got a probably better quarterback they've had in 5 years since Trace McSorley left. Their offensive line is good. Like, they're probably going to have the top tackle in the draft. Their left tackle, 74, I can't say his name. But, I mean, I just don't believe in them. I don't care if Harbaugh's on the sideline. I don't care if Bo Schembechler's coughing on the sideline. Yeah, give me Michigan.
Listen, no Harbaugh, no sign stealing, and not at home. Give me Michigan.
They said Tom Brady going to enter him.
They're calling in Tom Brady to come up. Coach
I
for
will
the
say,
game.
I've got to go to a game at Beaver Stadium when Auburn played a couple years back. It's a great environment. I mean, it's like being at an SEC game. They do it right at home, but it don't matter.
The thing about the suspension that I don't understand yet, he's banned 3 games, but he's allowed to coach during the practice during the week.
Yeah, he can coach, but he can't go on the venue.
I don't understand why this is even a thing, man. Sign stealing's been around for forever.
Well,
They paid you. You can still signs in the game. That's not a big
it's
deal.
the fact, the sign stealing. I mean, you can get that by we as fans can do that because they show it on the side of the stadium. You can videotape a game and watch it and get it again. But the fact that they sent people to the stadiums and done that is the fact that they're getting it. It's not the sign stealing itself. And this is the way. I don't know if you heard the interview with Kirby Smart. They did a thing on an offensive Lincoln Riley and Kirby Smart. Okay. Here's what Kirby Smart said about it, being on the defensive side. You're trying to steal somebody's offensive. He said it doesn't matter if you steal them or not. You've got minutes to call in the play. Even if you've got the signs of what they're going to play, you've got minutes just to send it in. So it really is not a factor on the defensive side if somebody is stealing to him. It's not a factor if they got your signs because you can't just look at it and say, oh, this is it. It takes so long to realize, hey, this is that. Then you got to play in. You still might not. Even knowing the signs, it's still you got minutes to send a play or seconds to send a play in. So it's really not a factor to his defense if he does have the other team signs because he's still got so much of a time to get it in.
And there's no doubt other teams are doing it. There's no doubt they're sending other. I'm sure there's all kinds of. The thing, the signs and all that, it's ridiculous. We're still in the day and age we are, and we're still using signs.
Yes.
The fact that we don't have a headset.
That's what I'm saying.
Headset to
I
the
mean, you could put it, straight into the quarterback, right?
He can run to the sideline in between every play.
Well, in the NFL, the coach could talk to the quarterback.
Yeah, they've got that instigated in the NFL. Yeah,
could move that to 20 because it's so much faster. The game is so much faster. But you could move it you could move it to 20 seconds. You have 20 seconds, get the play in, or down to 20 seconds.
Right.
And then the fact that the college game does not have that is ridiculous.
Me and Uncle Fred talked about this earlier in the year. I think now that they've changed the clock rules, they ought to shorten the play clock.
Yeah.
That, just for instance, the end of the Texas-Alabama game, Texas ran off 7 minutes on that final. They ought to shorten the play clock. If they're changing the clock rules, they need to change the play clock because now teams are able to. The games are more drawn out. I think
the clocks keep running. You can run
across the board. It's like the least points scored in the last 12 years or something.
Yeah,
because of the clock.
Yeah.
Well, you're losing a lot of time off the game now because of that. And offenses they can do that. Just slow the game down, run it. Yeah, the play clock is an issue now. You're right. Yes.
You lose 7. They should have never changed the rule.
When we talk about the first part of the season, how many possessions do you lose? And they'll probably come up with a stat if this year goes first year doing it. But look how many possessions you can lose in a game because of it. Just one.
It's 7 plays on average is what you lose in a game with the new running clock rules. So that means you lose 1 possession. Most of the time, if you guys watch, you're watching the game, you're only getting about 4 possessions in the first half. Yeah, teams are trying to still settle in like they've done all these years and figure out what you're doing. You can't do that anymore because that possession can break you. So against A&M, we had 3 possessions. Auburn had 3 possessions in the first half. That's it against A&M. So if you have a better team and you can control the line of scrimmage, you can put the game
Slow it
away in the
down.
first half.
Yes, you could take the whole 10,
But let's
11
be
minute
honest.
drive
The only
now. Yeah,
reason,
almost take the first whole quarter away.
well, the only reason why they took away or why they put in the running clock is so they get more ad dollars. It has nothing to do with football. But the game there's nothing wrong with the game. Why they changed that it's to get more ad dollars from TV.
Yeah.
And it sucks, It sucks. I mean, it's so frustrating.
Yeah, the game's still the same, length of time on TV. Just more commercials.
If there's one sport, one game that should never be touched in any way, form, or fashion, it's this game. It's college football. It's football form. And it just some of the things they do, I'm with you, irritate me.
Yeah, college is this close to being amateur football, to being amateur NFL football is what it is.
Now, I mean, instigating with the NIL. Yeah, you got
More
yeah.
English.
All right.
It's great.
Lindsay, see ya. Hope you're in Fayetteville. If you are, let me and Cody know. We'd love to see you and Jake.
Mostly Jake.
Yeah, mostly Jake.
Well, all right, fellas. Oh yeah, watch out! Upset alert, which I don't think they will, but Miami, Florida State game today. Miami. I know they started out strong first of the year. They get up and down, but hey, always a good game.
What football are you watching, sir? Have you Mario Cristobal's Miami? It's painful. It is painful.
I understand. I didn't say they would. I said just keep an eye on it.
Well, I'm going to keep an eye on it.
You'll see. Just call me out. You can tell me I'm wrong next week, but I'm not saying they might. It'll be a close game. Miami's going to play them good.
I'm saying Miami is so horrible to watch.
I understand.
I mean, it is.
Sometimes it can be hard to watch, but some teams show up for different kind of games.
It's true. I think you want State. So Alabama gets more squarely in the play.
Yes, he's getting to the emotional part of college football. They're from
We can get him a one loss.
They get them. They're going to have 2 losses. It don't matter. They're not getting in.
In 2017.
Okay, where's the other loss coming from?
The SEC championship. He said,
if y'all win today, it's going to be you and Georgia.
Yeah, today with a
last SEC championship game.
with Ole Miss lost. See, that's the only bad thing in that game. You got to root for Georgia to beat Ole Miss so Alabama can win that. Or yeah, see, if Ole Miss loses, then Alabama will make it in. Whatever happens the rest of the season, but still, it's tough.
I don't think you're going to have to get to that championship game. Your second loss.
No, if it's too long, I'd rather go with the one loss than
Hey, it's
too
been
long.
proven, man. Saban's house of horrors is Jordan Hare Stadium.
God, we all know that y'all's wide receivers be over there eating Orville Redenbacher on the sidelines.
Can't catch nothing, slip out. But that game, we will catch every
They got
pass
stickums.
in the history that could possibly be thrown. We'll have 60 yards passing on 10 completions.
Listen,
He has a point. He has that game. You never know. It always.
Yeah. We need to bring it up. We need to bring it up during the Auburn-Alabama game, the last game of the year. I know we need to do it the over-under and how many times they mentioned the kick
Kick
six.
6. Okay, yes, I agree with you on that.
It's a 10th anniversary.
It was gonna be on CBS, and it's a 10-year
year
anniversary. Yes, you'll hear it every commercial break. They'll come back. Yes. Oh, Gary Daniels. I'm gonna mute the TV. I ain't gonna listen to him. Thank you, Cody. I remember that happened.
I think that's a good idea.
Just one more top 25 team you did forget about. That's Utah and Washington.
Okay, go Utah. Go Utes. Get Washington out there too. Let's go. Another one lost him. Get them back. Go Utes.
Everybody needs one loss.
Yes, thank you, Caleb. That's right.
Hey, this season has been crazy. Let's just throw wrenches in everything. Right?
Yes.
Well, the problem for Alabama is Texas also has
Yes, that Texas game. And Texas is still doing good too, ahead of Alabama. So yes, that's
if they win 12 and you got undefeated Florida State, undefeated one loss Alabama, one loss Georgia, where they played in the SEC championship game. And then you got Texas, one loss. Texas is getting in. They will absolutely get in. Yeah. Florida State is going to get in if they're undefeated. They will absolutely get in. And then you got Washington or Oregon.
Yeah, see, that's what we're saying. Somebody's got. There's got more teams got to lose. Texas got to lose again. Yeah, I get you with Texas getting in with the one with the.
Well, here,
but
what you got Michigan, Ohio State too.
Yeah, one of them's going to drop, but how far they drop them because they're both ranked 1 and 2. Yeah.
Well, but if Ohio State goes undefeated,
Or 1 and 3,
still eligible for bowl, and they went out. I mean, it's a crazy year. I mean, I mean, and the SEC, Georgia has not looked dominant. You know,
there's only going to be one team in the SEC that gets in.
Yeah, this year.
know.
Yeah. So that's why it's more important. If this is what's got to happen for Alabama to even up their chances. Georgia's got to lose today against Ole Miss and SEC championship. Alabama beats them in SEC championship. That's 2 losses. Georgia is completely gone. So that ups the ante there. So yeah, Georgia's definitely got to lose either with Ole Miss or Tennessee another game, and then Alabama beat them, and then that ups Alabama's. But then other thing, I mean, everything else. But you still got Washington.
Play Georgia Tech too.
Yeah, Georgia. Well, you rambling wreck.
a rambling wreck.
All right, fellas. I want to.
All right. Well, we love y'all. I'm gonna go eat some bacon. Get ready for today. War Eagle.
All right.
Always,
Woo Pig Suey.
Hey, you guys have to send us updates because there's not good service in not good service inside the stadium.
Oh
So
yeah,
2:30.
of the scores and stuff.
But
for
they're
one-
in Tennessee game. Want to send us like in the first half score or something like that.
Yeah.
Got you.
But there's so many people on their phone not paying attention to the game.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all to sit down and
They'll
stuff. We
probably
get it.
have
We
on
get it.
Their board or something.
They
don't support the other SEC teams.
well, they do that. They do their ticker, but it doesn't. Like if I remember right, they don't show it like constantly. Their promos and all their marketing. People who pay to be in and that kind of stuff. Yep, gotcha. If y'all don't want to text us, just say it now. If you don't want to send us score updates, just say it now.
I figure the stadium will be about 70% full.
Yeah, because it sucks. That's what I'm saying. If people talking about Fayetteville being raucous, it's a great environment. It's a great tailgate walking up. I mean, people are having a good time. It's really cool walking up the hill. And then you get in the stadium and you're like, where are all the people at?
Yeah.
Where are all the people at?
Man, when it's an 11 o'clock game, it's rough.
It's rough.
Yeah. But no, at 3 o'clock game, I just assume we're 3 and 6. If that game's 70% full, I'll be excited.
Well, this is what I tell Cody. Like when they left the Southwest Conference, their natural rivals for all these years is Texas. And
yeah.
And those are the team. If you remember when Texas came up here in Sark's first year, I've never seen Arkansas Stadium like this ever. Yeah. And I'm like, that's what's thing with college football is regional. And with the SEC and the Big Ten expanding and stuff, you're taking away more of that regional footprint. And you're losing some of that. Like Texas not playing Texas Tech. When Texas goes to Texas Tech, Lubbock is rocking. That ready. That thing that stinks about what's going on right now is you lose some of that regional. Because I guarantee you, if we came up here for Texas at Arkansas, this place would be freaking nuts.
Yeah.
But we get to experience that as Auburn, Alabama fan. We pretty much had the same rivals our whole existence. So it's one of those things. It's, Alabama and Auburn hated each other so much they didn't play for 40 years. I mean, it's true. In the early 1900s, they played for 40 years.
Freaking hate them.
That animosity
They
comes
low
out.
down. They dirty.
So anyway,
You a tiger or you an eagle? Make up your daggone mind.
We'll say, hey, hold on. We save it for the Iron Bowl. Iron Bowl.
I think we
Iron
should have
Bowl
a
week
live-
of it.
have a live Iron Bowl show where we're all together.
Yeah,
It's not fair that you get to have 2 really cool mascots. This is not fair.
still going. Now I'll give you that eagle flying down. I've always talked about this when we get a thing on pregame stuff. Man, like the when we went to Mississippi State. Their pregame against Alabama, Mississippi State, awesome. They had the dudes parachuting out and all that, great. But that eagle flying down, great.
Well,
I'm a fan of pregame.
Yeah.
I would say
So-
roll with just the eagle. There's so many tigers.
Yes, I mean that eagle
Tiger
flying down.
Well,
you got
the problem
one-
is, we probably would have, but John Heisman, everywhere he went, he changed the name to Tigers. So Auburn's Tigers, Clemson's Tigers. You know, he coached at Georgia Tech for 1 year, didn't change them to Tigers. But he picked
You got 3 tigers in the SEC.
There's only one Razorback.
That's right.
Good
That's right.
point. Good point. Touche.
Yeah. And his name's
They
Darren
don't-
McFadden, and he ain't walking through that door today, sir.
Don't take it.
Oh man,
Love you guys.
love
Hope
you,
have a-
boys. Y'all have a great time.
Y'all have a good one today.
Yeah,
Who picked?
Caleb,
Thanks for all-
if you're, we're having our thing at our church today. I don't know what y'all busy today. I forgot to.
Yeah, we've got Kelsey's family's Thanksgiving right at like 12 o'clock. I don't know if we're going to get to make it out there after or what.
All right.
So her family's doing their Thanksgiving early today.
Well, all right. It's been a good show. We'll enjoy the
Roll
games.
Tide.
We'll get at it next week. Roll Tide.
All right, B-Dog. Love you,
All
dude.
right. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you for today. Have a good one. Appreciate it.
All right.